said, never, Mr. Libby. He said, I'm from Saudi. Oh, God. So what I said, well, I know you're from there now. Where are you then? Where are you now? I'm in Philadelphia. I said, you're in Philadelphia? You're kidding me. He said, well, I'm not kidding you. I really live in Philadelphia. And I have friends in Scarborough. Where is the friends in Scarborough? And I got the address. That's meeting people. It's easy to get on the phone because you don't see them, they don't see you. They can hang up or you can hang up. And then you got the scripts, and that's okay. But I dare you to go out and engage people. My mother always said about me, when Bruce goes to a restaurant, there are no strangers in the whole place. Because I would meet everybody there, and it's not tough. David Wood, you know the clothing store on Commercial Street? You don't know it? You should go there. And he said, I have people coming in average age 50, 55, and I've got somebody who's name is David. How old are you, David? 26. 26. I get shoes older than that. But anyway, so he said, how do I get them to engage people? I said, I'll show you. This couple comes in. I said, oh my God, I went to the old shop myself. They come in, they got this big coat on. It's in November. And I said, holy cow. They went around. I said, where did you get that coat? And he turns to his wife, honey, where did you get the coat? And he said, we got it up in Michigan. I said, Michigan? You're from Michigan? Yeah, but this is our favorite town. And where you staying? We stayed down at the Millows. And I said, have you seen the glass plaque at the Millows? No, we haven't. If anybody here seen the glass plaque at the Millows? Well, that's your assignment. You know what it's about. Tony couldn't get the loan finance. He sold $1,000 planks. Anybody gave him $1,000, he'd get for life for nothing. And they're all etched on that big glass plaque. So I told him that. He said, we'll go back and I'll take a look at that. And I said, you are so lucky today. And he said, why is that? You came in the best according to New England. And we yucked it up. And anyway, it ended up, he said, you know, we're kind of looking for summer places up here. What did I do? What do you think I did, right? You give me your name. I wrote it on the back of my hand and the paper. So anyway, that's how you meet people. I want you to be on the phones. I want you to do all that. But this morning I met 3 wonderful people in the elevator. Get on the elevator, you know, you can see they got patches on, you know what floor they go to, right? And I said, okay, I'm going to the 5th floor. You folks going to the 5th floor? He said, 5th floor? No, we're going to the 4th. You should be going to 5th, you know, where they got a big cafe up there. And he said, no, I've never been up there. So he's looking over there for the button. And he said, you put me on. And I said, where are you from? I said, the boat leaves the booth bay in a half hour. The boat? We live in Southport, Maine. And so we yucked it up. And I have the name, by the way. That's how you do it. Now, it takes courage. Look at me. I'm too short. I'm too old. Shouldn't be able to do that. But I dare to. You got to dare to. Dare to be you. Everybody needs you in this business. You don't think so, but they do need you. Get off your knees and quit begging for business. I went to a listing presentation with this guy. He was down. He was like, "Oh, you really have to list your home. Get up off your knees." I just had a compliment this morning. I was at Starbucks where I gave this talk, and they said, "Bruce Lewis, did you marry Hannah Longstaff?" I said, "Yeah, I did." "Oh my gosh, you won't believe it." I said, "She was 20 years ago, sold us a house." She's been in it since she was 11. I sold us a house, and I said, "Well, what'd you like about it?" We partnered up. She and I got the house sold, and then we partnered up and we bought a house for them. That's what they want. They want a partner. They don't want some hustle out there. Say, sign here, you know, and get you. So anyway, you got to dare to be you. Now, there's one thing I was told not to do today. But you got to know me. You are the product. Your house is not the product. You are the product. How you look, walk, talk, and act, you're the product. Before they see the house, you're the product. Before they even hear how great you are from you, you're the product. How do you look? You know? Now, I was told not to say that today. We're not taking videos, right? I'll say it anyway. You don't have to wear a tie. They have a thing called high whites now. You know, the white shirts, you see all the numbers wearing them. There's 3 kinds of ways to dress. Bow tie, you can get away with anything. Because you're like, oh my God, the guy's great. I mean, it's fun. Put a straight tie on, well, at least in business. And then you put the high whites on, which Brad wears all the time. That's great. But for God's sake, you're the product. We spend hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars staging the home. We don't say, get in front of the mirror and say stuff. Am I insulting anybody? Don't raise your hand, please. Okay, but go in front of the mirror and say, how the hell do I look? You know, am I staged? You know, I had a haircut in 2 weeks. And I got my shoes, I've never been shined. And I got my favorite jeans. Oh my God, my knees looking out. You know, get over it. Okay. And don't say, that's not me. Well, get in another business. Oh God, I don't need to say that. We're getting another business. I sold boats in Booth Bay Harbor, pacemaker boats. And I was the only guy up there. I wore a bow tie all my life. I went to a school, you had to shave the straight rays and wear a bow tie. I almost cut my throat once. But anyway, so I would go out in the dock and I had a bow tie on. They'd all come to me because they thought I owned the damn boat. I didn't. My friends were up there in a golf shirt that hadn't seen a washer in a week. And there is a difference. I don't care if you don't believe me. I'm going to say something my wife says no, say I'm right, they're wrong. They do care about how you look. That old thing about you can't judge a book by its cover. Yes, they will judge you before they get to the thing you're going to sell or do for them.
So Bruce, how are you dressing when you meet a farmer or you meet somebody at the food?
Clean, and a nice shirt that looks like it's seen an iron in a week, and you look good. You know, you don't wear these stupid shoes I've got on, you know, horse and bits or whatever they are. And that's not their deal. But you dress, but you gotta. That's a study. That's a study. You know, and you're always on stage in this business. God, I was over to the refuse center, whatever you jump over Riverside Street, and I had a sweatshirt on with sleeves cut off, and a guy came up and said, "Bruce, you okay?" And he said, "How's business?" I know he's really saying, "Oh, you work here?" You know, I'm a little bit trucking. I said, "No, I should have dressed better. I could have dressed. I could have gotten shaved and that whole deal." I'm sorry. No, you're right. I grew up in, I look like Gabby Hayes. Anyway, but you got up, you're always on stage. Now let's talk about one other thing called presence. There's a young lady, you can look her up in your, not now, but on your phone. Her name is Dorothea Johnson. Do you know who that is? That's Steven Tyler's mother-in-law. We just listed her house. She told me a lot about presence, how you stand out. You look good. So we're at the Falmouth Country Club. I'm not a member. I only play golf. We went there. She said, you walk in and you go to the vacant corner of the room. You look great, and you do this. They start gravitating for you. Now, if you go over there in your jeans and cut off sweatshirt, they're going to stay away. But I went over there and I stood there like this. First, the waiter goes, "Can I help you?" No, it's okay. And 3 or 4 people. Pretty soon, I had a crowd over there. Presence. You don't believe it? I'm right, you're wrong. Presence is a big deal. Presence is a very, very big deal. So I wasn't supposed to say that. I said it anyway. Now, about 4 years ago, we had a group together, and we said, what's the biggest irritant about brokers, about real estate people? They said they are never on time. I know they went to excuse school because they all got the same one. You can't do it anymore because they got a new bridge. That bridge was up. Oh my God, my kid had got to go to school. Oh my God, the car wouldn't start. Oh my God. There's a manual you can get excuses, you know. And they said it's insulting to us if they're 2 minutes late. My father will say you're either early or you're late. There is no other way. I don't care if you believe that or not. Now, you can steal a guy's money, put a gun to his head and say, "Give me your wallet." He'll give you his wallet, but you'll earn the money back. You steal his time, it's gone forever. And they're insulted by it. I worked for a guy that was late all the time. And it was always insulting. We're waiting for him to show up. And he would go, "Oh, I'm really sorry." No, you're not sorry. You're a thief. You stole our time. I can't get the damn stuff back. Don't be late. Has anybody been late this week for anything? Anybody? Raise your hand. Yeah, everybody's going like this. Sorry. There's 7 of you were late already. I know you were late, but it didn't important. I mean, we went to bowl, and they show up late. They go like this. That's the late walk. You know, nobody barges in when they're late. Y'all come in. Drive me crazy. Okay, the other thing is, I think Tammy wanted me to talk about this. Who do you deal with in this business? Three people. Other agents, the public, and your clients. There's a thing that I'm going to show you how to do that. I don't know how you know how to do it. It is, this will be great. You love this. Does anybody know the power of eating crow? You never, this is it. The power of eating crow. If you know how to eat crow, you'll never lose an argument. You'll never win an argument, but you will be in step with the person that you're talking. Eating crow. There's some people, yeah, I'll tell him he's wrong. Let me tell you something. Somebody said something to me. I don't agree with you. You know what's interesting? Bring that up. Because maybe I missed it. Sure, that would, now you're eating crow. Everybody says, no, sir. You know, I'm telling you what whatever they say, I don't know what those expressions are. But you got to know how to eat crow. I've been married a few times, right? I didn't learn to eat crow until the third marriage. God, it was terrible. I remember once I said, yeah, what's that big thing out front of her? She says, a suitcase, see you around. But anyway, yeah, how can you? And she says, how can I miss you? You won't go away. So anyway, with these other agents, I see agents making other agents mad. We're in the same business, for God's sake. They're on your team, either they work for, I don't know, what's that little firm, React? Even if they work for them, they're on your team. And you got to know how to get along. I mean, and they're jerks, you know, they're jerks. There's a lot of jerks out there, but they will be late, and they'll make a mistake, and they won't get the paperwork filled out, and that's okay. You say, oh, I appreciate you guys. Busy. Can I help you with the paperwork? You'll win them over. They'll do everything they ever wanted to do if you know how to deal with it. The public, where I talked about that, and your clients. For God's sake, the guy's walking around with 13 grand in his pocket. That's the commission, right? You got to do all the right things for him. You can't be late there. You can't sell his kids. Do that. But you've got to win them over. You've got to get your arms around. Don't do that. But you got to get your arms around their life because you are in charge of their life until that closes. I was up in the lobby yesterday, and they get closings here like a turnstile, right? There was somebody, I heard it come out, and his wife just, oh, it's so great. I mean, this book is so great. And that's what you really should for. I mean, the commission kind of secondary. You win that over, you got a friend. A couple other things I want to talk about. If I get time, is that all right? Yeah, you can't shut me up. So anyway, I want to talk about note power. I'm going to put this up here. Now, by the way, I don't tell you anything that hasn't been tried. I never make anything up. I raise my right hand. No, but truthfully, everything I'm telling you has been proven. That's a no. Now, what do we do when we send thank you notes? We get on the idiot computer, right here. Bing, send it. Yes. What are you, crazy? And then people type out the damn note. What are you, nuts? You know, and then the envelope comes in looking like something from Michael that on a computer, right? This is how the letter should look. It should be handwritten. Up in the left-hand corner, do not put your name. I'll tell you why in a minute. So 34 Cottage Park, Fort Maine is my address. So if you want to help me out, but anyway, then I'll get back to this in a minute. This is how the note should be written. Never straight. Who was in my last class about that? It works, doesn't it? Yeah. It really does. Why? This is spontaneous. Straight across writing? No. That's plain. This is spontaneous. Now, every note should have a message they've got to call you about. So, what do they read first? Read up here down, or read here up? P.S. Have you seen how listening on 4th Street? Sometimes I just think, oh, how many people listening on 4th Street? She'll call, what listening on 4th Street? And they laugh, and I say, oh, God, I did it again. And they love it. Now, there was a research done by a mailing institute. It's a true story. They would send mail, 50 pieces. They'd go to the guy's office and they'd see what ones he'd open first. This one first. Because he doesn't know who it is, but it's handwritten. It's handwritten. And he hasn't got one of those computer stamps, got a real stamp, you have to lick it, stick it. And they'll open that first. Now, you don't have to believe me about any of this stuff, but I'm right and you're wrong. Is that what I said, I guess? But anyway, that's the kind of note. Write it crooked, don't write it straight. And for God's sake, don't type it. I get those, now the tricky ones. What's that one? You can sign up and they'll send a note to somebody that looks like they did it. Yeah, right. Nobody writes that good. This is how you do it. Now I'm going to talk something else about a note. Big generation. I'll tell you an unbelievable way to do it. There's a pet store in North Derry. I walk in, they always say, "Hi, how you doing?" I wrote a note and I said to the manager, "I couldn't help writing you this note. The girl at the front is unbelievable. It is of all the stores I go to." So I send the note. I go in and the note's pinned up at the cash register. I mean, right there. She said, "Oh, Mr. Lewis, thank you so much. Have a raise." They have a raise. 3 places I've sent recently, they got raises. There's a cleaning store in North Derry. And I went in there and she always says, "How are you doing? You having a good day?" So I write her boss a note. I go in the other day. Didn't give her much of a raise. They got a raise. And she will never. And I put my card in there. And I've got 2 leads out there. Now, if you do that, I'll tell you what, another thing we did. I'll tell you what. No, it's okay. So we go into the restaurant in Southport, and down at the new Salt. Unbelievable. Scales. That's close. Saltwater Scales. Okay. So I go in, and the person comes to the door. "Hi, folks. Is it your first time here?" "Yes." "Well, Dana Street, the owner really wants to welcome you." And she told like that. So I said, "Dana Street, no." I said, "I cannot believe service there." He calls me. "You got a free meal. Come on down." Now, gifts, closing gifts. Oh, what a bore. "Oh, yeah, here's a gift certificate to go to, I don't know, the restaurant up the coast. Or here's a gift certificate to go buy $24 worth of something. I'll show you a gift they'll never, ever throw away." You ready? Here it is right there. On the front, we do this at every closing. On the front, I get this wine. I tell them, if you find lint in your wine, it's because I left my socks on my person. Great. I love that. But anyway, so I take a picture of their house right there, and I stick it on the front. I do this, and then on the back, little old winemakers, Bruce and on. I give them this. I guarantee they've never opened it. But we have Mike Payson, and we know him, you probably do. We sell a lot of property. He has 12 at his home. I said, "Mike, you've never opened it up." He said, "I know, it's great. And you write these little things up front." This one I said, "Lakeside Home Sweet Home" for these people. And they show everybody. It's prospecting for me, and I'm not even there. Yesterday, we went to a lady's house, and I said, "Oh, you never drank our wine?" I said, "Thank God." And she says, "Oh, no, we show this to all our friends." That's a gift. Days. I don't want to send them anything more. I don't want to send them down to Bam Bam Grocery for $22. Bad buns and gluten-free stuff. Anyway, so am I talking too much? Don't say. I mean, a note. Sometimes I take. This is a really expensive one. And then we have one at Connor. Yeah, like that one. We have one at Connor and I and the other side. We take them sometimes out to the farm. No, I don't call them until then, but I am, I'm gonna do it. So, and sometimes I'll just print them up on my computer. A little stiff paper like this. They love it. Be a little hokey. They love hokey. They're sick of the slick. Somebody said if you feel the imprint on the card, it's either being sued or married. It's one of those things. Okay. Now, what, if I get a little more time? Oh, great, this is, you guys are gonna leave here hating. I mean, uh, lead by curiosity. Lead by curiosity. You've heard it before, but nobody knows what it means except me. If you put an ad in the paper, it's got to be something that they'll call you and say, "Oh, what you said there." I went to the Press Herald once. I said, "Would you print my ad upside down?" They don't want to do that. You have to sign a thing. I had my ad printed upside down. This is everybody called me. Oh my God, look what they did to you. Your ad's upside down. You know, really, go up a one-way street the wrong way. Everybody in town wants to talk. Go up a one-way street the right way. Nobody even waits. You know what I mean? So everything should be curiosity. I was in Philadelphia once, and I had a big Honda store there, by the way, and I went into this place to buy a truck for a dealership. And the guy says, "Oh, I get the price right here." And, I am dying. I know what's on that damn piece of paper. What's in the one piece of paper? I'm like, oh, lay it down. That's big curiosity. People love curiosity. They love. That's why we get married. I'm very curious. But that's everything we do. Curiosity. Isn't it really? I mean, think of one thing. Now that we talk about NLP, you know what that is? The neuro-linguistic program. And you say, no. Anybody got kids? Who's got kids? Neuro-linguistic programming right there. The kids know how to do it. You know, remember that old thing? Here comes the bus train. You did that before. Neuro-linguistic program. Neuro-linguistic program. You all need to know what that is. I think we talked about that a little bit, but that's known as getting in step. And it's so easy. But until you get in step with people, not to be that corny, you fish there and I fish there, that crap. Has anybody ever been somewhere and you say, we just hit it off? I know you said that. I don't think you said that. I said it 3 times. Anyway, they want you to be them. They want to be you. That's what they want. You got to be with them. I don't like the guy. Well, then turn him over to me because you're screwed yourself. Okay, you've got to be in step. I'll tell you a great story about that. My wife we had with Mike Ferry. I was with him. We had a cold call, and he'd tell us over the phone. He said, "Go to the phone book, rip out page A, and call." Oh my God! And it would go like this: if they talk gruff, you talk gruff. If they're quiet, you talk quiet. Pretty soon you're in step. And I remember one guy, and he lived in a neighborhood now because we sold the house. But he said, "What are you doing? I mean, this is crazy. Calling me at 8 o'clock. Thank God, the wife called back. I really want to apologize. No, I hung up with you. No. I hung up first. And he started yucking it off. He said, "I'll tell you, everybody like you." But that's getting in step. A lot of people say, "Well, I don't like him." Well, get off the planet, for God's sake. You know, get off the planet. Of course you like him. You don't know you like him, but you like him. Well, he's too tall. He's too ugly. He's, on and on. He's a Bernie guy, and I'm not a Bernie guy. Big deal. We all live here. So you got to get over that. All right. Don't be a captive thinker. We all are captive. I go to Bruno Steve. That's the only place in town. You're a captive thinker. I mean, go somewhere else. Every once in a while. Or I've never liked that kind of bull. They used to tell me that. I understand it. I know where you're coming from. So would you hop in? I'm gonna go up and we can ride around. Pretty good. Don't be a captive thinker. We are captive thinkers. In this industry more than ever. There was an attorney this morning who said, honest to God, I hope his boss wasn't there. I don't think he was. He said, "I hate those kind of people." Yes, that's captive thinking. When you're a captive thinker, your education goes like this. Brad and I were talking the other day, and I said, I worked with a guy that he said, it's this way or this way. This way makes all the money. This way, you're starving. A lot of people this way. Okay, if I'm insulting anybody, it's okay. The Dorothea Johnson, the one I talked about, by the way, Google her. Dorothea Johnson, Liz Tyler's grandmother. But she said, presence is the anthem, conversation is the ballgame. Think about that. And what? Read it. Presence is the anthem. That gets you. Conversation is the ballgame. There's an old saying, you can't teach a pig how to sing, waste your time and annoys the pig. Right? And some people I've coached in the past, I've said, oink, get out of the room. You've got to accept knowledge. I mean, I went to University of Iowa and a couple other schools, something found out about me. But there were so many people there that couldn't accept what they were being taught because they didn't like it. But I had to do it to get my degree. This lawyer this morning said that. It's just crazy. Now let me talk about sanity. Anybody OCD here? Come on. What? It depends on the day. You think it's noble to crowd your day. Sometimes I worked 12 hours. You didn't do it. You think you did. Oh my God, I was at Bruno's the other night, the guy pulls in, he flops down, and it's like 8 o'clock. What a day. I started this morning at 7, and you didn't do anything. You wasted everybody's time. Let me talk about the 20-20-20 rule. And when I ran my dealership in Philadelphia, they had to do this. At the beginning of the day, they had to have an appointment with themselves. I didn't care if the building blew up, that 20-minute appointment. And you sit down, you wrote what you were going to do today, not 21 minutes or 18, 20 minutes. And then at noon, every day you had to have an appointment with yourself. I don't care if a guy comes in like by 40 vehicles. I'm sorry, I have an appointment. And you appraise what you've done so far and what you're going to do the rest of the day. And then at the end of the day, this is a sleeping pill. You take another 20 minutes and you say, what did I really do? It said, don't overload. It is not noble to be overloaded. You don't do anybody any good. I got that from my father also. He said, the daily sanity, 20, 20, 20. And I don't care if you got a better way, this is the only way you should. So tear up your other ways, okay? Am I insulting anybody yet? Okay. Card thrusting. You know what card thrusting is? Oh, God. I talked to somebody, and I don't know where he is. Oh, there you are. Card thrusters are this. You meet somebody, you say, I'm in real estate. Oh, my God. You might as well punch them right in the face. Because they'll take it. But they got to go, oh, geez. Oh. You've got to earn the right to give your card to them. Ideally, they should say, by the way, do you have a card? That's the way it should be. Not this card. How is it? I spent a lot of time. Dark. No, 3 shots of espresso with dark coffee to do it. But anyway, I'm watching over there. Yeah, I have a computer company. Here's my card. Yes. Hey, don't get card thruster. Avoid it. It's very tough not to be a card thruster. But if you're a card thruster, big problem. Let's see, what else do I have here? I think that we don't understand who we are. Now, we talked this morning. This guy is not just a guy said, right? His father was in real estate up in Wisconsin, Maine, and this is a farmer. He's more what branch of service. Just like this level. Anyway, that's who he is. they should know who you are. I'm in real estate. Well, I feel like no, that's part of what they were saying. Who you are. Now, there's a lady here that used to sell pharmaceuticals with Wyatt. Oh my God, you go. No, I never bought pharmaceuticals from her, but that's who she is. Anybody that knows that industry knows that she goes up. If you don't survive there for long, you're not good at it. Now, who are you? He said, oh my God, I'm not going to tell you. But never mind, don't tell me. But who you are, yeah. Don't ever sell yourself short about who you are. Who you are gets you into their heart, into their minds, into their presence. Don't be afraid of that. I kid a lot, but I made be very fortunate to live all over the nation. I wasn't on the run or anything, but well, no, I wasn't. But there was a guy yesterday. I said, "Have you ever been to Iowa?" No, Iowa? Are you kidding me? I said, I was in Iowa. He said, okay, yeah, I went to a Big Ten football game in Iowa City. Is that unbelievable? And they said, yeah, we went up to Brixby. I said, the airliner, that's the bar there. And then we got going on it. Pretty soon, I went to his hometown in Nebraska. I mean, that table. And we got the connection of who we are. So don't be ashamed of that. You know, I had one person I talked to last week. No, that's damn business. You're right. Your business either, because you're not going to get their business. So, anyway, are there any questions about anything I've said? Don't disagree, but any questions? Nothing? Okay.
Do you make your own wine?
Oh, what?
I said, do you make your own wine?
No, I don't. Everybody asks that. This costs $5.40, right? And I soak it in hot water. I take it off. I've had these designed, then I just paste the thing on and copy them. Two-sided tape. It's $1.10, whatever. This tissue is from Christmas, right? That look like it.
Yes. In this business, how do you know
What is it do? Well, it's like a dog. I had a great uncle. He was glorious drunk. Never really drunk for day one sober. You heard that. But he said it's hard for me. I like drinking. He said it's hard for me to control how to have. That's my big challenge. That's a little bit far over. You know, you got. Well, see, I got a showing in Buxton and then Halls and back. I'm supposed to meet somebody over at the office, and then I'm going. Give me a break. Take 5 minutes to start your car. Somebody says, well, I want you to get on meeting in commercial. It'll take 2 minutes. 2 minutes? You can't get on this parking lot in 2 minutes. You know? So you've got to be realistic about what you're doing, how much time it takes, and quality time. You know, quality time. There used to be a guy, I can go 3 listing appointments an hour and a half. Wait, drunk? You get, you know, went all through, and they're all wanting me back. One visit listing appointment. But it's very tough. I agree with you. It's very tough. Your OCD is very tough. My wife, go ahead, she makes his list like his journal. The journal isn't big enough for her day. They won't get it all done. You know what happens? You go to bed that night and you're off your upset. Oh my God. Then you carry that crap into the next day, right? Somebody here, I don't know who said, somewhere. I have made up my mind to put a pinpoint in the middle of City Hall, go 12 miles around because I'm 70 years old. It's probably over town, just kidding, but and then anything outside of that, I'm going to give out, right, David? David's the new guy, but you've got to be realistic. You are not a Superman or Superwoman or anything super. You're just us, and you got families, you know. Hey kid, I'm sorry, Daddy has to work till midnight tonight. I'm sorry, did I answer that at all?
You did, but I guess, is there a price point strategy that you use for, obviously, to geographic?
Yeah, that's, I like to go.
Sellers,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking for more specific.
All right, I look at the issue, the person, and I say, is it my expertise? Is it a price? Let me just talk about what your plumber knows that you don't know. Your plumber knows how much he gets for the hour. How much you get? How much do you get for that?
Yes.
Nobody knows. But your plumber knows. Good Lord, okay, I made, let's make this up, I made, 100 grand last year. And I worked 8 hours a day, divide that into 100 grand, you were a plumber. Or not even a plumber. Usually, so if to answer your question, I get one out in Hollis, right? And I know it's gonna be, anyway from Hollis here.
No.
Okay. So I go out there and, there's an ATV in the yard, he's got his boat there, and he got double wide, and it'll take 3 trips to get that done. And they're great, I mean, that's great business. But I'm saying it doesn't work for me. So I call David or I call somebody and say, we're not giving up any, you're adding something when you give up something. You're adding your expertise to somebody else. And it's very tough. It's not snobbish at all. It's realistic, But especially when you say you're first in it. Oh my God, it was in Kennebunk yesterday. I went to booth the day before, and then I'm out to Hollis. And, oh my God, give me a break. Yes.
So to that point, right? There's a lot of people new to the industry. So were you like that in the beginning?
Oh yeah. You're a wild man.
Well, I mean, you personally. I mean,
Well, I was
at some
lucky.
point you have to weigh financials and
Yeah.
time and turning away business and all these different things. And that's with
Tough.
yourself, you're very established, so it's easy to say, I'm staying within this 12-mile radius. Someone else.
No, that's my age. I'm doing that. I'm saying you may go out 50 miles, but each home you've got. We have a head tide maintenance. So you only get there if you get off the wrong road, but Wisconsin. And somebody called. I have a farm in Ebtide. I'd like you to come look at it. Jesus, I know. I'll go up. I'll stay with he and his wife, his dog. We'll talk about it. Then we'll go home, and then we'll go back up again, and then we'll go home, and we'll go back up again. So what about yours? And then I don't list it. I've given him $50. I might as well write him a check. It's very difficult. I know that some brokers, I asked one lady, and I said, "Why are you going into real estate?" You know what she said? I wanted to serve. I got her a job at a restaurant because you need to help them. You need to do whatever they want done in the expert way. But if you spread yourself too thin, and it's tough. That decision is tough. We listed one last year, but we hardly in too. Luckily, I thought about it. I said, I know who will buy it, and I'll take the guy out and sold it. Would I have listed that up there and gone back and forth back? Anybody knows about brokers in real estate? They have little pins that we hate. They were, so they don't help you up there. So I had to make those decisions, and it's not an easy decision to make. But you become pretty good at it. Yeah, it takes a while, and you make a lot of mistakes. I mean, God, I could have turned the one in Booth Bay, the guy that, whatever the name, sold it, made 90 grand. And I'm sitting here saying, Jesus, I turned that down. Pushing away mistakes. Has anybody ever made a mistake in real estate? Raise your hand. Come on. She's going like this around the table.
Brandon, I'm Brandon.
Oh, I know that. You're going to do great, but I just know that. Okay, you know what this is? People don't understand that word. Until you understand that word, I mean really understand the power of that word for you or anybody. It is the one word, and I do this in the automobile business, that you cannot say that word without a reason. Try to say no to somebody without a reason. Think about it. No, I don't like it. No, it's too expensive. No, I'm not. How do you deal with no? That's tough. It's easy, but it's tough. Would you like to list your house with me tonight? No. I appreciate that. Share some thoughts with me because it's a learning experience for me. Pretty soon, but the truth is, we don't like it. Oh my gosh, I was told that. That sometimes. So tell me why they're calling. And the conversation goes on. Pretty soon, the pressure now. This word is very tough. People hate to hear it. I love to hear it. will you list your house with me now? Oh, I'm off and running. Now I know where, now I know the, tell you the last story, that's always a lie with me, I have the last story. 2 minutes, she's giving me this. Anyway, so I'm down in Scarborough, and every broker showing the house, and you know a lot of them. Oh, it just wasn't right for them, it's at the top of their list. You ever heard that one? Oh, it's at the top of their list. We're gonna revisit it, oh, yeah. So anyway, so we have a showing, and I go down and I say, woman, I say to the woman, I want you here to be on, and I'm going to settle it in the house, and I'm the son. So we're sitting there, and the broker comes in, and walk, this is the kitchen. Oh my God, what a relation. I didn't know that. Is that the garage? Yeah, it's counter. So, and we get there, and then I go over to the door, close the door, and I walk. I said, I'm going to favor somebody. Could you give me 3 reasons? I don't know what 3 reasons why you would buy this today. They only have 1, but you give them the choice of 3. Well, I don't like the kitchen. He says, the store has no broken. We don't like the kitchen. I know what he's going to tell me if he left. It wasn't right. So I said, the kitchen, I don't know. What if the house is $10,000 less? How do you feel about the kitchen? It's perfect. Yeah, she said it's perfect. It was not. It was nothing but the price. It's nothing but that. So this word "no" is exciting. You ought to really learn how to. I wrote a thing over here. You know what the world's shortest poem is? It's called "Disappointment." It goes like this. No. Oh. Anyway, that's the only literature I'm going to give you this morning. So one more little deal here. You're in an industry. There's only 2 industries in the world in that, and I believe this. I know this. It's automobiles and houses. Automobiles gives them access. Houses give them shelter. This is a major thing that we're in here, and don't take it lightly. Don't take it too heavy. You are who you are. Let them know who you are. Get in step with them, and that's what you want to do. And you'll make a lot of money, more than your phone. Thank you.
Bruce, so before you step away, what I learned from you today is not to take myself so serious.
Yeah.
Just lightening the mood and de-pressuring the situation is so valuable. I want to just open it up for the class and ask you for a couple of ahas. What did you get from Bruce today? I made some notes. I'm going to summarize it for the team later, but dress is important, right? Some of the things that Bruce hit on today were very, very basic. However, as you get busy in your business, you're going to find yourself breaking most of the rules here. And it happens, right, Bruce?
Yeah.
And they're very, very important. It establishes your credibility. It establishes your reputation. You're going to be dealing with these folks for months on end, years on end, and it's important. Bruce, you didn't touch on our vehicle. Do you want 30 seconds on how important?
Oh, your vehicles, yes, yeah. Good deal. I learned one thing in the car business. A wet car, a clean car is a little better than a dirty drive. Now, the old story was that if it's raining, you have cars all look great. They're warm, they'll sell. They're dirty, they won't. Same car. Your car. I have gotten into brokerage cars where I have the history of McDonald's in the backseat. Yeah, we had fish fry last night. Horrible. They got to smell good. People got sniffers. You see a dog and the kids doing stuff in the backseat. They're not, And don't drive like a fool. Drive like I drive like an old man. Well, I am an old man, but I drive like an old man. Because if I got the lady over here with gray hair and the corsage, I don't want to be skidding around, right? So drive sane, car gotta look nice. Doesn't have to be a Ferrari or anything, but it's gotta look nice and be clean because that is you. If the car is dirty, you're dirty. If the car smells, you smell. Everybody's worried about their breath, but the car smells like a dog was slept in. So.
Yeah. Very, very important. So how many of you can say that we could go out to your vehicles today, open it up, and how would you be proud about what your car looks like? One yes, couple of yeses, yeah, the guys all raise their hands, yeah, ladies, how are we doing?
Yeah, like a 10-year-old bike in the back of my car.
Yeah.
I know what's gonna happen. We'll shut this down, there'll be 5 brokers running out
Yeah.
there. And oh my God, yeah, that's my car, that's the Rolls Royce, that's really mine,
Yeah.
not this one over here.
Yeah, so can we get a couple of ahas? What did you guys pick up from this? And remember, yeah, I get it, it sounds basic, believe me, and so I can see some of you just kind of tossing your head, believe me, this stuff is important. What did you internalize?
Gotta be yourself.
To be yourself. Yeah, absolutely. I
Well,
mean,
2020, pretty good for spending too much of time.
yeah,
Playing your game.
yeah. I like stopping at noontime, evaluating what you were able to accomplish so that you can get back on track. It's not 5, 6, 7 o'clock at night when you figure out, oh, I've missed a bunch today. Stop at noontime, take a breath, take a walk, stretch your legs, get some energy, and figure out, have I accomplished it? What am I behind on? And reassessing. That was great. One more. Nick.
Yeah, Bruce, you made a lot of really good points. Thank you. One that's really stuck out for me was, don't just hand out your card, but you must earn that right.
Yeah.
No one likes just being handed stuff.
Right.
It wasn't asked for. By being unique, by having personality, by showing the value, and really waiting for them.
Because they want to buy you before they get your card.
Right, and I think you can just saying, hey, you know what, I want to give you this right now, I need to earn it first.
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah.
way of kind of saying, hey, how bad you want it. Have I earned that right?
You know what the biggest question we get that's hard to answer? What's the real estate business like right now? What is it?
It's wonderful. It's great weather less.
Wonderful. I know.
You know what the greatest answer is? You know, it really depends. Now the conversation starts rolling. What do you mean it really depends? Well, it depends if the price right. And some of the old humble down places aren't selling as and you get in, then there's a conversation, you're the expert. I didn't pick on, you don't pick on me. Okay. But I mean, brokers that used to be, and I can't remember his name, they ran the Sweat Hog program, remember that?
Yeah.
He always said, it's unbelievable. This is when I was in the tank. Unbelievable. Whoa, But so every answer should prompt more questions. Okay.
So Bruce, you've been licensed for how long?
30 years.
I really appreciate you coming
Well, thank
and
you.
sharing and putting this information together because this will impact their business. And I so appreciate you. I want you to pick up your favorite slide, and I'm going to get a picture of you in front of the class.
Well, you know what really worries me? I've been looking at this.
Yeah.
I have a pot belly. This is her.
I'll say hi to the folks and we'll-
Oh my God.
Yeah, right in the
It's scary. Walk over here.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you
Thank you all for coming. I hope I didn't think I did too much. If I did, okay. Okay, let's do this.
You want to stand right there? I'll get a picture of that.
This it? Yeah, consent is to my birthday twice, right?
I will not, unless you want.
No. You married my friend.
Let's hear it for Bruce. Thank you very much. Thank you. Stop this recording. You want me to stop the recording first? All right, guys.